Hey everybody, it's Doc Green, the Road Scholar out here. Going to give you guys some oil fields. And actually, if you own a truck or leasing a truck and you're trying to buy a truck, we'll give you guys some great advice right here. Go get an LLC or incorporate your business, something like that. The reason is because of this. You get in a wrecking out here, you get in an accident out here, and they try to sue you. You are an owner-operator in the eyes of the lawyers and the judges. So they will sue you for everything you got, including putting liens on your house, your bank accounts, sue you out of existence, out of everything you own if you get in an accident out here. Because, oh, well, I have insurance. Yeah, they'll go through that insurance and then come after your personal assets. It's America today, and it happens all the time. I know a truck driver a couple of years ago lost his house, lost his everything. They put liens on his house, lost his cars, bank accounts, personal accounts got seized, everything. And that's after they went through his insurance for over $1 million worth of liability. And all over, really, the guy, I think the injured accident was like a broken leg and some other, it wasn't even any permanent stuff. And they went through his entire everything and destroyed him. So don't believe it ain't going to happen. It will. America's a very litigious company or country. So my advice to you is go out here, get an LLC or get it incorporated. LLCs are cheaper. You have some liability, but not really very much. For something like an accident, not really going to be held responsible or anything for that. But yeah, I definitely file for an LLC. Now in the state of Texas, an LLC is kind of expensive, around $300. Now you'll see all these little LegalZoom websites and all these other websites and lawyers' websites, and everyone says hire a lawyer, hire a tax attorney, hire this, hire that. The ones telling you that are either lawyers, tax attorneys, or selling legal documents. I got online, did the whole thing, and it took me about, well, I'm going to be honest, it took me about an hour because I thought I must have been doing something wrong because I filled out the paperwork and it was so easy to do. I filled out like 12 lines and it auto-filled it for me in the state of Texas with the Secretary of State. And so I thought I must have done something wrong, so I went back and read another video, tried to fill it out again, watched something else, tried to fill it out again, did this, fill it out again, and I realized, nope, that was all it was to it. I was overthinking it. Literally, it should have took me about 15 minutes. There's a lot of advantages of having an LLC. One, you can build up business credit for your company and everything that's not affected, so you don't have to put your Social Security number on and be responsible for the company's credit and everything, or companies borrowing, use of fuel, things like that. So if something goes, if your company goes bankrupt, let's say you're not able to make your truck payments and you run out of money for fuel and everything, and the company goes bankrupt, they can't come back and sue you for your house and your personal property and things like that. Now I'm not giving you tax advice. I'm just telling you some advantages I've heard. But you need to get with your CPA on, your tax guy and everything. Let him give you all the expert advice on that. What can be affected, what can't. But I know that's the reason I filed my LLC, because I don't want my personal assets to be affected in case something goes wrong with the business. Or again, I don't want my business truck, my semi, if I ever get in a situation, which I hope I never do, where I have to file bankruptcy in my personal life, I don't want to be able to hit my semi truck in my way of making a living either. So it keeps them both separate. It protects my business and my way of making a living, and it protects my personal life and my way of living. So that's the reason I do that. So you go to I don't know other states, but I know in the Texas Secretary of State, you can do it automatically online, get it done in about 15 minutes, literally. Take that. Once you got your LLC, go to the IRS. And look, I will give you the websites and everything, texassos.gov, .this, .that, everything else. Here's what you do. Google is a monster. I'll be honest with you, Google is a monster. You don't have to know all them web addresses and everything. Type in on Google, how to start an LLC in Texas. First few will be an ad. You'll see one down, about 3 or 4 down. It's Texas State Government, SOS. Click on that, fill this out, pay your $300 online, boom. You're an LLC. You get your paperwork the next day. You do a name check to make sure that no one else has a name you want to use, and that's free. You can do it right there on the website, Texas SOS thing. They'll do a little quick one for you. Then you pay your $300. They'll do a more in-depth search one for you, and then they'll send you the next day your Texas LLC papers, which I got in the mail or email the other day, yesterday, and printed them out today. So now I'm on my way. Then I had to get my EIN number, Employment Identification Number. What this is for is it's the government's way of tracking your business. Like your Social Security number is for tracking you for tax purposes and things, and make sure you're paying all your taxes and payroll and all that stuff. It's also what Brad and Dunn, which I'll get to that later, Bradstreet and Dunn use to track your company credit. because your company credit isn't tracked through the same way as your personal credit. There's a big company out here called Bradstreet and Dunn, which a lot of people call B&D, along with Equifax. Equifax is about 10 times smaller than Bradstreet and Dunn is on businesses. They're trying to get into it. Bradstreet and Dunn has been doing this since the 1800s, and they're way more advanced and everything, and have way more businesses than Equifax, so most people use them. B&D gives you your own number, but it's based on your EIN, your employment identification number from the IRS. That's how you build your credit. Your credit's not built up with the B&D number. Getting carried away here. File for your LLC, get your paperwork back, immediately go to the IRS website. It's free. And get your EIN number. How do you do that? I don't know the website. I know it's irs.gov, but you can go in there and type in the Google bar at the top, how to get my EIN number. Don't go to one of these places that charges you for it. There's some places that charge you $40 to file the EIN number for you. You want to pay $40? I will charge you $40 and I will get your EIN number. All you got to do is click on here. It says, Doc, give me my EIN number. I will charge you $40 and go do what it takes you about 2 minutes to do with a little bit of your information, what it will take you to do on the IRS website for free. Go to the IRS website and say EIN number, and it will walk you through it. It takes about literally 5 minutes, and boom, it takes them about 2 minutes to process it and send you back your EIN number. And it comes right over the computer screen. Snapshot that. If it's on your phone, screenshot it. If it's on your computer, download it immediately into a file system, because here's where I messed up. I got it on my phone. I thought I would have it on my phone later. I go back up there and it was gone. So I had to end up calling IRS today, stay on the phone almost 10 minutes with them before I got my EIN number back from them. So once you get it, once you go to the IRS, you get your EIN number, they send you a confirmation letter saying, here's all the information is right. You say yes, you hit that, submit, and about 2 minutes later, bing, your EIN number. Print that page. Photoshop that page. Screen photo that page. Whatever you do, you're going to need that page, because that's got your EIN number. Unless you want to get back on the phone with the IRS the next day, do what I'm telling you. Save it, print it, download it, put it on the cloud, put it, I don't care where you put it on a drive, thumb drive. Some of you guys still got the old floppy drive, whatever. Put it on something so you have it. Write it down, put it in your wallet, because you're going to need it. Anyway, once you got all this information and everything, then you go to the bank. You take your LLC papers, which you printed down from the state of Texas. If you're in the state of Texas, whatever state you're from. You take your little EIN number and you take your social security card and you go to the bank and you open up yourself a bank account in your business name. Now, a lot of people go, well, I don't, my money's going to get taxed that way and taxed. I'm going to have to pay taxes myself. I am paid. Guys, y'all need to study this stuff. A self-employment tax rate is a lot higher than getting paid by your own corporation or company, LLC in my case. Paying me taxes is a lot lower than me paying self-employment taxes. I've already went to the website, looked at everything. It's a lot lower for the amount of money I make. And here's the thing. I don't want to pay myself all the money and pay the money on all my taxes. My corporation has to pay taxes, but their taxes is a lot lower than my personal taxes because it's under a certain amount of money. Then I'll take that money and I pay myself out of that and pay even a lower rate than I would if I was paying self-employment tax. So it saves me money there. I keep the money in my company, and that way when I buy things for my company, such as a pickup truck to pick up and deliver my parts, to go around to my other trucks I plan on buying to do a lot of work and everything, I can use that pickup truck as a write-off under my company name. And I can use my company credit to buy the pickup truck instead of my personal credit to buy the pickup truck. When I need to buy computers or something, those are all tax write-offs for my corporate company, my LLC, and they would not be write-offs for me anymore under my personal stuff. I don't need a computer for my personal stuff. To be honest, I don't use computers. I use my little phone to surf the web and everything. All my computers are used for company, which I need to start writing that stuff off and give my company a break. So once you build up your credit on your company, your business credit, and I'll teach you how to do that in another video. You can also go to creditsuite.com. They'll teach you how to do it and everything. But it's not hard to build up company credit. It's a lot faster than building up your personal credit because companies move in a lot faster ways with money and things. I'll get to that later. Right now, though, that's what you need to do. Go to the bank. Take your LLC papers, your EIN number, your Social Security card. They just have to have it. You're not really going to use Social Security card for credit or anything in the future, but your banks have to have it because of all this terrorist crap that happened a few years ago. So they want to make sure that American citizens are the ones getting these accounts and everything. You take Social Security card, your EIN number, your LLC paper, you go to the bank, you open up your bank account. Get that thing opened up as soon as you file for your LLC, because your business does not really start until you have a bank account. Because a lot of people used to go down here and open up LLCs down in the state of Texas, file for credit and everything, not really have companies working or anything, and abuse the credit system, draw money out of there and everything, end up owing all these people, shut the company down, file bankruptcy, and they kept doing it over and over and over and over. So companies got used to that. Now they say, okay, see, a lot of people buy what they call shelf companies. They buy corporate LLC, they never use it, but they put it on a shelf and they sell it to someone else who wants the business credit. Well, this corporation has been open for 7 years, so it shows 7 years of good this and that, good that. Not anymore. The banks got hip to that. So now it only starts. They don't look at your LLC start date or your corporation start date, which is on file with the state of Texas with shelf companies and stuff. They now look at the date you opened your bank account, and they want to see how old that is, because that's attached. That's going to tell you when they really started doing business. So you may open a company 10 years ago with the state of Texas, 5 years ago, whatever, with your LLC, and just kept it on the shelf, literally took your binder, put it up on the shelf, and sold to someone else a few years later when they wanted to establish business credit. So now they look at your bank account and see the age of it. So if it's not 5 years old, along with that little company thing you bought, then your corporation wasn't open 5 years ago according to creditors. It was only open the day you open your bank account. So you go buy one of these companies and you go down to the bank and open it up and go, hey, I need credit and I'm a 5-year-old company. They're going to go, yeah, but you didn't start doing business till yesterday, so you're a 1-day-old company. That's the way it works. The banks are not stupid. They get taken a few times, they figure out how they begin taking, and they correct that problem. That's what they did. So anyway, and I'll teach you guys more about that stuff later on. But protect yourself, protect your personal assets, protect your business assets from your personal mistakes. Protect all that stuff. Get an LLC, get a corporation, get it filed with your state, and then go get the EIN number. Right after you get that number from the state, get an EIN number, and then immediately get in your car, go to the bank, and open up a business account. It takes about $100. They got monthly fees of about $12.50. Maybe $25, depending on your bank. My bank is $12.50 a month, and I'm protected. And I can use my bank account for my business things and everything, and I don't have to worry about my personal account. Handle your business. But you're in business, treat it like a business. People say, well, I got a sole proprietorship. That's not treating it like business. That's treating your business like it's you. Treat your business and your work like it's a business, and have everyone else respect it like it's a business, because you've been out here working hard enough, you've been out here working long enough, you deserve it, you got the experience, let's start acting like it. Check y'all later. Have a great one.